Good evening, lifers. Good evening, community. I am Ruth, your peace coach, and welcome to 15 to Life, where we learn, grow, and serve for a peaceful life. In these next 15 minutes, I not only prepare you for your upcoming week, but for the rest of your life. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies. I've been seeing some of you on here greeting each other. If you haven't already, make sure you like the page, follow the page, share the stream. Remember, we are growing our community, and I want to get at least 10 shares. So I'm going to look at it at the end and see if I got at least 10 shares. So if you have not already shared that stream, please share the stream. Also, if you have not hit that notification button, make sure you hit that, because y'all know I'm in the 10th day of my cleansing of and sloughing off of not buying any clothes or shoes for 365 days, 1 year. Yeah, so I'm on day 10, so I still have 355 more days to go. Y'all pray for me, because I kind of had my first real test. I was in Dillard's. I was really getting ready to try to do a post, but then I saw this brand that I like, Barefoot Dreams, and it was like 65% off. And I was like, oh my God, like it never goes on sale. And I was like, oh, but I was strong. I held firm. I did not buy anything. And then I even went to the Harvest Homecoming this past weekend. I went Friday and Saturday, and I was really good both days. I bought some earrings. I bought these musical note earrings, and but no clothes. So lots of stuff down there I could have gotten, but I did not. I did buy some candles, but I was very, very good. So y'all like give me a little clap, okay? But what I was gonna say is I'm posting pretty much every day. I usually don't post on Saturdays. I didn't post this yesterday, but I usually post something every day. And it's not just about me not buying, but it's also other things that I find out, whether I'm sloughing off something and then I'm saying, okay, what should I keep? What should I throw away? And maybe some tools that you could use. So make sure that you hit that notification button so that whenever I post it, you will see those things. And then I need your feedback, because your feedback really helps me when you guys are posting on there, throw away the white tennis shoes and keep the green ones, those things really help me. And I really, need that. So thank you so much for your feedback and for your comments. So if you haven't hit that notification button, make sure you do that. All right. If this is your first time watching, thank you so much for joining our community, our family tonight. We call ourselves Lifers because we are doing life together. And so, ladies, last week I finished up Don't Fall for the Okie Doke, and you had some homework. Yeah, you had homework. So how many of you did your homework? Because I want to know if you did your homework. Your homework was to write down some of the good things about you. And I know I've had you do that before, but you probably didn't do it. So I want you to do it. I wanted you to do it this time. And anytime I ask you to do it, I need you to do it for a purpose, because you may have done it the first time I asked you. But as life goes on, sometimes we forget about all the good things that are inside of us, and we focus on those bad things. So you have to remind yourself of all those good things about you. So I wanted you to write down some good things about you. We talked about, don't fall for the okie doke, that you'll never be anything. And so that's why I wanted you to write down some good things about you. So if you did that, then I want to see in the comments if you wrote down anything good about you. And if it was, what was it that you wrote down? Even if it was something that you had written before, I want to know what that is. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move into what I'm going to talk about for the next 4 weeks. And this is the month of that everybody knows, that's Breast Cancer Month. And so you ladies know that I am as of 2021, I am a 16-year breast cancer survivor. I know, God is so good. And so a lot of times I do talk about breast cancer, but I want to remind you to not only get your mammograms, but also get your annual exams, your pap smears, get your colonoscopy every 5 years, get your heart checked out, especially if you have heart disease in your family, get your blood pressure checked, all those kinds of things. Because if you don't, you could not catch something. You want to catch things early on when it's much easier to treat. And thankfully, that was in my case. It was very, very early on, so it was much easier to treat. So make sure you get your exams. And I always like to tell everybody, and I've said this for so many years, is that when you don't get your exams, you're being selfish. You could be depriving your husband of a wife. I know some of you have heard this before, but I'm going to continue to say it. You could be depriving your children of a mother. Some of you are grandmothers or maybe even great grandmothers. So you're could be depriving your grandchildren or great grandchildren the pleasure of knowing their nana or their grandma or whatever, they call you. So take care of yourself. You don't want to be selfish because your time on earth is precious, and you don't want to let it slip out of your hands needlessly. And I want to say one other thing. I know I'm just like talking and not get into what I'm supposed to be talking about, but I wasn't going to say this, but a couple years ago, the women at my church, we were going to do a women's retreat, and it was going to be held in January of 2021. But due to COVID, we had to cancel it. And so we rescheduled it for January 2022. And I wasn't going to have it, but because I felt like we hadn't really talked it up enough. But I talked with one of my spiritual daughters, and we just had a wonderful heart-to-heart talk. And long story short, out of that conversation, I said, we need to still have the retreat, because this season of COVID, as women, I believe that we have gone through so much that everything depended on us, the husbands, the kids, everything. We couldn't go anywhere because we were in the house. And so we took care of everything else but us. And so we just kind of put ourselves on the back burner. And you know what happens when you put stuff on the back burner and you forget about it, because things on the front burner or in the oven take precedence. And so I decided I needed to go ahead and have that women's retreat. So we're going to have our women's retreat. It's January the 27th through the 29th. That's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll check in Thursday as early as 2:00, and we'll check out Saturday morning. And it's at a monastery that's up in northern Indiana. It's about 45 minutes to an hour from here. And if you're interested in going or attending, contact the church. It's not just open for women at new birth. Call the church at 502-775-5388. And the cost, if you want to stay in a room by yourself, for the 2 nights and for the 3 days, including all your meals, taxes, everything, I believe it's $212. If you want to share a room with someone else, for everything, including all your meals, taxes, everything, I think it's $153. I think that's a small investment to invest in yourself. The monastery, it's up in the mountains, and so we're going to be up there, and the title of it is Getting Back to Me. Getting Back to Me. And so I would love to have you. If you want to come, just contact the church, pay your money. The space is limited. I'm not saying that just because I'm trying to get people to sign up, but it really, really is. Space is limited because it's not a huge, humongous monastery. So if you want to, again, just contact the church, 502-775-5388. And I would love to have you there so that I'm going to be pouring into you, and we're going to have a wonderful spiritual time there. Getting Back to Me Women's Retreat. Okay, so I have, 6 minutes left to talk about what I want to talk about for these next 4 weeks. So the next 4 weeks, my topic is taking care of you, because yes, this is Breast Cancer Month. So I want to talk about taking care of you. You are important, ladies. You are important. Yes, You are important. And there's a scripture that says, dear friend, I hope all is well with you and that you are as healthy in body as you are strong in spirit. Yes, because I want you well. I want you to take care of you. And when we're talking about taking care of you, what is something that is very, very important that you need to do in order to take care of you is exercising. Yeah. Why exercise? The word says there, do something today that your future self will thank you for. And that may be something as simple as drinking water instead of soda. Yeah, I know some of y'all who love y'all sodas. Yeah, do y'all know that's like 140 calories in each soda, and it's probably got like 45 grams of sugar? Yeah. So even if you just cut those out, you're doing a great thing for your body. But I'm talking about exercising. You need to do something for yourself today that your future self will thank you for. So why should we exercise? Why should we exercise? Because here's a few things. It controls your weight. It combats health conditions and diseases. It improves your mood. It boosts your energy, promotes better sleep, helps to give you a better sex life. Yeah, ladies, I know some of y'all probably like, don't let my husband see that because that's all he needs. And it can be fun and social. You can have a lot of fun with other people exercising. So there's a lot of benefits to exercising. You just saw all those things right there. I'm going to put it back up so you can see it again. You see all those benefits that you have from exercising. But then the question is, why do we not exercise? We know all these benefits. We know them, but we don't do them. And I want to say one important thing right here, very, very quickly, is that even though we know we should exercise, it's not always about just losing weight. Okay. So let me get that out of your head right there. Okay. It's just not about losing weight. It's about being healthy. It's about controlling your blood pressure, your blood sugar. It's about having a healthy inside. Okay. So it's not just about losing weight. So in the 3 minutes that I have left, why do we not exercise? Because first and foremost, we don't see results quick enough. Yeah, we exercise one time, and because we don't lose 10 pounds, we go, oh my God, forget it. It's not worth it. We don't see those results quick enough. It takes time, ladies. It takes time to exercise when you to see those results. You don't want to quit just because you don't see results immediately. It takes, let me say it again, it takes time. Okay. It takes time. I know, like I said, you exercise one time, or you think, oh, I go and walk one time and my knees still hurt or whatever. Just try it again. Try it again. All right. And here's the other thing. Here's another thing. We compare how we look to other women. Now, ladies, y'all know, how come as soon as you go to the Y or to the gym or something, the first person that you look at the skinniest person in there and you go, oh, I'll never look like her. It's not about looking like her. Or you look to someone who maybe is heavier than you and you might say, oh, well, at least I'm not her size. So we're throwing off on both ends. Oh, look at that. She's too skinny. Look at her. And look at her. She's too heavy. Don't compare yourself to that's not fair to them. And it's not fair to you because you're better than that. All right. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to compare ourselves to somebody else. Because we are doing this for ourselves. You have to do it for you, not for anybody else. Remember that it has to be for you. So don't compare. So again, when you go to that Y, go to that gym, or you go for that walk, or you're in the mall or whatever, don't compare yourself. Don't do that. Okay. You are exercising for you, for a better you. All right. And then here is the last one is we just don't see the importance or benefit of it. We go, what's the benefit of it? My grandmama, she smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and she ate all the food that she wanted, and she drank 4 beers a day, and she lived to be 100 years old. Quit your lying, okay? And maybe she did live to be 101 or whatever. But I guarantee you the food that you're eating right now is not the same food that she ate. The food long time ago was much better for us, all right? It's not that stuff that we're eating now that's filled with all kind of growth hormones, and it's 6:15 and all kinds of crazy stuff. So here's the thing, ladies. Okay. I want you to exercise. So your goal this week is to find something easy that you can do. Walk. You can say, okay, maybe you don't have weights. Get a couple cans of green beans and use those for weights. Anything that you can do doesn't have to cost you anything. This is for you, ladies, because I need you here. Your family needs you here. Okay. Your work on this earth is not done yet. You need to be here. So find a way, take care of you, exercise. All right. Remember always, I love you. I believe in you. Let me look in your face and say that. I love you. I believe in you. I believe in your dreams. All right. You're worth it. Take the time out. Exercise for you, not for anybody else. All right. And I will see you next week as we continue our discussion of taking care of you. I love you. Bye-bye.